friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. Before I get started on the content for today's video, I want to take a quick minute and say thank you to you guys for your patience. My video schedule is all over the place this week. I'm a little bit off of my typical routine because I was in Chicago for the end of last week into the weekend, and so everything's just a little bit off. I thought I was super prepared to go away, and it turned out I wasn't as prepared as I thought. So I'm a little bit behind on filming. The videos you guys are gonna see for the rest of this week are gonna be kind of a mishmash of my typical content. Some things are gonna be combined. The videos might be a little bit longer since there are fewer videos this week. I appreciate you all bearing with me, being patient, showing me your support. Today's video is going to be my expense tracking from last week, but there's not going to be anything from my trip in here. All of that came out of a separate budget. I thought about filming that for you guys and sharing that as sort of like a bonus video. If you guys are interested in knowing what we did in Chicago, what I spent, it was a lot. I can film a separate video that could come out in the next week or two, but for now, I'm just kind of trying to catch up on my usual content. So these flowers are really, really pretty, but they are definitely going to make this video blurry, so I'm going to kind of push it back a little bit. So yeah, this is all of the spending that happened before my trip kind of here at home, and then the spending that my boys did while I was away. So it's actually not as much as I expected. I am kind of the spender in my family, and so with me not here, there just wasn't as much spending. I was actually very pleased with how my boys did, sticking to the budget. So let me kind of zoom in here and I will talk you through everything that was spent from August 13th through the 19th. And then we'll kind of categorize everything. We'll enter a few things in that we spent from our sinking funds. And then at the end of this video, I want to show you guys a sneak peek of September's budget worksheets, because even though I'm a little bit behind and things are crazy, I have managed to get those kind of done and ready, and we'll talk about release dates for those. So let's zoom in. Let's talk about what we spent last week. All right, so as I mentioned, this is all of the spending for August 13th through the 19th. We are in week 3 here. And for the first part of the week, I was here, I was home. It was kind of business as usual. Starting out on the 13th, I did my usual transfers. So I transferred $700 into our next month's bills bank account. You guys know that I got us a month ahead, which is really, really great, because now all of the money that we earn this month can be put away for the bills in September. August bills are already covered through the rest of the month, so that's amazing. I also, on the 13th, pulled out cash. I pulled out $200. You would have seen that in my cash stuffing video. So that was for savings challenges. That's already all stuffed and good to go. So that's done. And then on to the actual spending. So on the 13th, I took Austin to do some back to school shopping. He needed some school supplies. This was sort of the last of the shopping we needed to do. The money that I spent for the school supplies came out of our long-term savings, so you're not going to see that reflected here. But what you do see reflected here is our breakfast. I took him out for breakfast before we kind of shopped till we dropped, and that is going to come out of our eating out budget for this week. And the amount that we spent was $38.76. We had a really lovely breakfast. It was very pricey, just 2 of us to have pancakes and whatnot, but it was really, really nice. I feel like this summer I haven't gotten to spend as much time with Austin as I would have liked. So it was really, really nice to be able to do that and you know, have that special time with him. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Hopefully, I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this, but I'm doing my best, you guys. It's not when I usually film. I'm already behind a little bit, riding the struggle bus a little bit today. Okay. On the 13th, my husband went to Marathon. We are still on this kick where he's going to buy tea. He makes his own tea when we're at home, but when he's out and about, he always just stops and buys it. So I need to figure out whether he's going to need like a travel mug to take his homemade tea with him, or if I need to just start buying the bottled tea from Walmart again so that he has it when he's on the go, because it's way more expensive doing it this way. I've said this the last couple of weeks, but we haven't really addressed it. He spent $13.98. Now that was not just his tea. There were some other things, some snacks. $13.98 at Marathon. On the 14th, we ran to Dollar General to pick up something. I don't know. It's the closest grocery store to us. If we find that we run out of something and we need it kind of lickety-split, we just run to the corner to the Dollar General. That came out of groceries, and it was $9.45. Do not ask me what we bought because I do not remember. I do remember that on the 14th, I also went to Dollar Tree. This was stuff for my trip, just kind of last minute, like a travel toothbrush, that sort of thing. I also bought some water enhancers because I really love those like flavored water mix-ins. I took this little trip here out of our spending budget, and it was $14.08. Okay, on the 14th, we did lunch at work. This was like my last full day of work, I believe. So we got takeout from a little local cafe. This is from our eating out budget, and we spent $32.29. And then this day was like my last day in town. Austin had a soccer game. We went to the soccer game. They won the soccer game. It was really, really great. And then we went out for Dairy Queen afterwards. And we took one of Austin's soccer friends and his mom, and we treated them at Dairy Queen for dinner. So this came out of eating out as well. And the amount that we spent was $69, which for 6 of us, I didn't think was bad at all. Okay, so that was it. The 15th, I believe, is when I left and went out of town. So the rest of the spending is spending that happened while I was away, with the exception of everything on the 19th, which was the day that I got back. So on the 15th, my husband went to Circle K and got himself some more tea. So I took this out of our grocery budget, and the amount was $3.50. Okay. On the 16th, he went to Speedway and got himself a drink. So yeah, this is definitely something we need to stop. I keep saying it and then I keep not doing anything about it. That was $4. Also on the 17th, my husband went to Subway for lunch whilst at work, and so that came out of eating out, and he spent $12.22. On the 17th, we made a donation to my son's soccer team. So they are doing a fundraiser through SnapRaise. I was going to take this out of a sinking fund, but when I kind of looked at the budget and I saw how little the boys spent while I was gone, I decided just to take it out of our spending category for the week. So we donated $100 to the soccer team. This came out of spending. And there was like a credit card surcharge, so it was a total of $104 from our spending category. Let's see. They had a no spend on the 18th. They didn't spend any money at all. Really? Nope, I'm lying. On the 18th, they went to Walmart and they picked up stuff to make steaks and a nice big dinner. So this was the only grocery shopping they did that was actually like going to a grocery store to buy groceries. Other than that, they ate cereal for breakfast one night. My husband had his leftover Subway one night and the boys did their own thing. Like, they were very much relaxed about the meal planning and the grocery shopping while I was away, and I expected nothing else. So $61.47 is what they spent on steaks and potatoes and who knows what else. On the 19th, this was the day I came home. So on the 19th, there was a soccer game. And so we had to buy tickets, and that cost us $12. That came out of spending. Also, we ordered cat food this day from Walmart. And this came out of our grocery budget. And it was $27.33. And then last but not least, on the 19th, after Austin's soccer game, we did eat out one more time. We went to Chili's. This, I believe, is the thing that's going to put us over our eating out budget for the week. But we did go to Chili's, and it was $80.46. And that, of course, came out of eating out. So overall, like, I feel like they did really good. Like, most of the spending happened when I was home, which shouldn't surprise me because, like I said, I am the spender in our household. So let's go ahead, pull some highlighters, get this stuff added up, and then I've got a couple of things to add to our sinking funds, and then I'm going to show you September's worksheets. So I'm going to pull out my highlighters here. Okay, so for cash, I'm going to use green. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to kind of enter this all kind of at once. Our transfer for bills, I'm going to use the blue. Okay. For eating out, I'm going to use yellow. I'm going to highlight everything, and then I'm going to kind of add it all up at the end. Usually I can highlight as I go, but I'm going to try it this way and see how it works out. Lots of eating out this week for sure. And then we had grocery, which I'm going to use pink for. If it wasn't for all of these gas station trips, I feel like we would be doing really, really well with groceries this week. It's grocery. And then we have, oh, I missed an eating out transaction. Guess that's the problem with trying to highlight it all at once. And then for spending, we'll use this purple color. Okay. Okay. So let me pull in my trusty calculator here. Well, we know that for cash, it was $200. For the bills for next month was $700. That should be the same every week. That shouldn't ever change unless we have extenuating circumstances where we need to do less or whatever. Okay, so for eating out, $38.76 plus $32.29 plus $69 plus $12.22 plus $80.46. So for eating out, it's a lot, you guys. $232.73. But remember, we treated our friends this day. We took Austin for a special breakfast. Eating out in soccer season is always a lot more just because we're running late to games, or we're staying late at games and then it's like super late. We don't want to cook. Moving into fall, I'll be utilizing my crock pot a lot. This week was extenuating because I was going out of town. I had just gotten home, so I hadn't done grocery shopping. It was more than I would like, but given the circumstances, I'm okay with it, especially because the groceries spending was so low. So $9.45 plus $3.50 plus $4 plus $61.47 plus $27.33. Yeah, $119.73 for grocery. And then for spending, we had $14.08 plus that $104, which is not normal. This normally would not be here. Like I said, I could have taken that out of a sinking fund, but spending was $130.08. So yeah, definitely a different sort of week this week. But overall, I feel like it could have gone way worse. We made it through the week. We spent $1,382.54 total. And then let's just subtract out the $900 that we did the transfers. In variable spending this week, we spent $482.54, which I feel like is pretty darn good. What do you guys think? Okay, let me flip really quickly to my sinking funds so I can mark down a couple of things. I want to mark the bills that got paid this week as well. Okay, so this is my transaction log for my sinking funds. We had a couple of things come out of hobbies this week. So from hobbies, we spent $27.54. This was my husband's spending. He went, and then I spent some money out of hobbies as well. And I spent $29. This was for supporting the campaign for the Getting Lost documentary. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Lost fan. They're making this documentary. It's coming out next month, I think. And the donation that I did got me a digital copy of that documentary, which I'm very excited to watch. If you are new here and you haven't seen me talk about my transaction log for my sinking funds, all of this is going on a credit card. At the end of the month, I will true it up with the cash that I have in my binders, and I'll use this sinking funds worksheet to help me do that. That'll be a separate video you will see the end of August / early September. So the only other thing I have to do here then is just highlight the bills that got paid this week. These are August's bills. This is with the money that's in our checking account that I saved to get us a month ahead. So it's separate from our paycheck budget that we just talked about, but I like to keep track of it. It's my first month doing it. I don't want anything to fall through the cracks. So what got paid? Max got paid. Michigan Gas got paid. YouTube Premium got paid. Boost got paid. ESPN Plus, Peacock, Kindle Unlimited got paid. So that was all of the bills that got paid. This week, we just got a couple more before the end of the month. Now we are done with what you came for, to see the spending that happened. Let me really quickly share with you the September budget worksheets, what they look like, how you can get them, when you can get them. I am so excited about these, you guys. They turned out so beautiful. These are probably, I feel like I say it every month, but these are probably my favorite budget worksheets I've ever created. Look at those. Aren't they pretty? Isn't this pattern just gorgeous? This is the pattern that you all voted on. I put the poll this time around up for everyone to be able to vote in. This is the pattern you chose, and you guys did a great job picking because this is beautiful. So I don't want to take too long. If you're not familiar with my budget worksheets, they are all printables. There's a couple of ways you can get them. You can buy them on my Etsy shop. These will be available for purchase on Etsy on Monday, August 26th. Right first thing in the morning. I'm going to post these up on Etsy. You can buy them there. There's no commitment that way. You just buy the bundle one time and download it, print it yourself. You're good to go. If you want a discount, however, the cheapest way to get your hands on my budget worksheets is to join my YouTube channel membership. I'm going to put the links down below for my Etsy shop as well as for my membership. If you join the membership, you're going to want to join the tiers that have budget in the title. So my budget buddies get access to a handful of worksheets. Join at the buddy tier, you get access to a paycheck budget worksheet. You get access to the 2-page hybrid budget worksheet. You also get perks such as bonus content. You get, a welcome, a shout out, that sort of thing. That is the budget buddy tier. There's more information. Like I said, check the links below. I'm just trying to get through it kind of quick because this video is already long. If you join at my budget bestie tier, that's the highest tier, you get all of these worksheets. So what I do is I have an undated bundle of worksheets and then I have a dated add-on. This is what the dated add-on looks like. It is 4 pages. They are all dated for September. So you get this really beautiful cover page. Look at this pattern, you guys. I cannot get over how gorgeous it is. I'm calling it Moody Floral. And these colors are just to die for. You also get the September 2024 calendar with the dates on them. And you get the September overview. So if you're buying from Etsy and you want these 4 worksheets, you're going to want to buy the dated add-on. If you join at my budget bestie tier, you get these automatically. And then I also sell my big bundle of undated worksheets. It's a total of 17 different worksheets and they're undated. So, maybe you want to use this in September and October and November and you just want to buy one bundle, use it all year. That's where this undated bundle works really well because there's no dates. You can use it over and over again, print it out as many times as you want. So you get the budget title page, the undated calendar so you can add your own dates. Also in the undated bundle, you get this monthly overview. So it's the same as the dated add-on, it's just undated. So you buy the undated bundle and if you replace these first 4 worksheets with the dated worksheets, then you have a dated bundle. Make sense? I hope it does. You get the monthly budget, which is just a really simplistic income and expenses, not a lot of bells and whistles. If you keep it simple, this is the best bet for you. You get a sinking funds page, a transaction log page. This is to keep track of your short-term savings. There's the paycheck budget. There is the cash breakdown. Maybe you need to go to the bank and pull out cash. This helps you figure out denominations. You get the expense tracker. I like to print a different expense tracker for every week of the month, but you can do it however you want. Print whatever pages you want, leave off the ones you don't need. There's a spending comparison, a notes page, a weekly check-in, the 2-page hybrid budget, which I used for couple of years here on my channel. If you want to go back and check out my hybrid budget videos, you can see how it's used, but it's essentially a monthly budget with weekly check-ins built in so that you can keep track of everything in the entire month all on one 2-page spread. I love my hybrid budget. I'll definitely be going back to this method of budgeting at some point. Right now I'm doing paycheck budgeting, but I love this method. Then you get a debt tracker and you get this really beautiful pattern paper. You can use this to make a cover. You can use it to make a cash envelope. You can use it any way you want. So there you go. The undated bundle, the dated add-on, go to Etsy, check it out, buy it on that Monday if that's how you would like to get it. If you're cool with a monthly withdrawal from your account and you want to get the monthly budget worksheets every single month at a discount, best way to do it is to join my channel membership, like I said. Of course, you can join my channel membership for just 1 month, get the September worksheets, and then cancel. That's always an option as well. Also, I don't really ever mention it, but all of the previous budget worksheets for the entire year are still on my Google Drive, which you get access to with my channel membership. So if you join in September and you want to go back and buy and download January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, you can do that. So it's a really great value, I think. I love my budget worksheets. Like I said, this might be my favorite design ever. I love this like purpley blue color. I guess you call that violet, right? I don't know. But I'm really excited to use September. But first we got to get through the rest of August. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye. I'm next going to film my August check-in, my week 3 kind of closeout, where I use the information that we just filled out together to kind of close out my budget and get things prepped for a new week. So I will see you guys tomorrow for that video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. Links are down below. Oh, I didn't mention members. If you join my channel membership to get these budget worksheets, these will be available for members. Can't believe I almost forgot this. This Friday, the 23rd at like 10 a.m. So I will post the link in the members community tab to get these worksheets on Friday. So just a couple days away. All right, you guys, that's really it now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.